Anfernee Simons is with us tonight. I think he's on the headphone.
I'm here.
He's there. How are you, young fella?
I'm doing good. Just trying to take it one day at a time.
One day at a time, indeed. What's that rehab looking like for you? Just had the surgery, what, last week? Last Thursday, was it?
Yeah, like 3 days ago now.
Okay.
I had it on Halloween, actually. But it's been good. First couple of days after surgery, just a lot of soreness. So I've been dealing with that for the past couple of days. But other than that, just paying attention to the team, staying connected with the team. Yeah. Racked up some good 2 wins on the road to end the road trip. Back here today trying to get another win, our first home win. So just trying to stay connected with the team and keep me in good spirits.
Anfernee, what did you think about those 2 wins on the road? Like, as you're watching it, are you watching it like as a fan? Are you living the highs and lows with the team? Are you looking at it more analytically? What was going on in your mind as you were watching those games?
No, I think now just paying attention to what the things that we need to get better at that we discussed before the game, and see if we execute the game plan. I think that's one of the biggest things that I kind of focus on when I'm watching the game now. Is more of are we doing the things that we say we need to do? And I think in those 2 wins that we did those things. I think we played our best defensive game those 2 games we won, and it showed up. We played harder, just as hard as the other team, even harder than the other team, and it showed up in the win column.
What about those 23 rebounds that Ayton had against Toronto, 7 on the offensive glass? Talk to me a little bit about what you see in his play, the kind of teammate he is, and you getting to know him.
No, he's been great. He's been receptive to everything that the coaching staff wanted him to do, and he's just been a overall good teammate. And obviously the 23 boards, that's just what he does. He just he's a physically dominant player. So those type of things don't really surprise me to see him go for big nights like that. And he's going to continue to keep doing more and more for us. And I think as he continues to get comfortable with what we want to do, we're going to see that much more of DeAndre and who he can be.
Well, he just got a block on Bain a moment ago. It's called goaltending, and he thought he hit that cleanly. I did too,
but
sure. He can be a real factor in the paint. Now, what about Malcolm Brogdon, the way he has stepped up, coming off the bench, assuming this role, a mentor to the young guys? What a great addition he's been.
No, he's been great. Obviously, one of the real vets on the team, age-wise. So, he's been helpful for everybody, and especially me and even the young guys. And he's been receptive to his role, and he knows, obviously, coming from Boston, coming off the bench, he kind of is used to it right now. And tonight we need him to start, which he's also used to as well. So he's just a veteran that knows how to play a game in each and every style that we need him to play at. So he plays at his own pace, and he helps the young guys get shots just like this right now.
There he goes.
And so, he's like I said, he's truly a professional.
And Scoot Henderson not playing tonight. We should remind our listeners and our viewers tonight. Scoot out with the ankle. Chauncey said before the game he was shooting today, moving around a little bit, trying to work the stiffness out. Doesn't know if he'll be going again on Sunday or not. But have you given advice to Scoot at all about how to approach his rookie year? I mean, it hadn't been too long ago. Obviously, you were a young guy as well, approaching a situation where you're playing.
After the shot was attempted, we had a flopping technical foul. So we have a successful field goal and a technical foul.
Appreciate it.
Boy, we haven't seen that yet this year.
Yeah, that's the first call I heard. Yeah.
But what about Scoot? Any words of wisdom to Scoot?
Just telling him, obviously, it's always going to be a learning curve, no matter where you're at. You know what I mean? I've been went through a learning curve, and he's kind of been thrown in the fire. You know what I mean? And so you got to take a step back and understand what type of situation you're in, and know that as long as you're getting better each and every game, that's all that matters. You got to stick with it, and that's kind of the thing I've been trying to tell him: just stick with it. You know what I mean? It's always going to have some bad nights, some good nights, but this is the time to learn and figure out what who you are as a player and how you want to approach each and every game. Get a good glimpse of like how the NBA game is played each and every night. So. I think he's been handling everything really well. You know what I mean? And he's obviously, like I said before, he's so mature for his age, and he understands that, you know what I mean, success might not, come each and every night. Success might look different in his eyes, compared to everybody else's eyes. And as long as he's getting better each and every game, that's all that matters. We know what type of player he can be.
Yeah. And I mean, you've helped the whole team. Going back to training camp, you and I talked about this, the fact that like we know that you can put up all-star numbers. Opponents know that as well. And so in training camp, you would intentionally go away from the ball. You'd run away from the ball at times to force other guys to have to handle, to let them get comfortable. As you watch this situation here, of course you did not expect to be injured, but you knew there would be times where you need to empower them. As you sit from the bench now and watch them, is there a feeling of, okay, now I'm glad I did that. This is exactly why I wanted to do that early on in the season, to be ready for this moment.
Right. Yeah, obviously, nobody expects to be injured, but in the type of situation, even if I'm playing or not, I just want the guys to be comfortable to play their games. You know what I mean? Whether they got the ball in their hands or not, and, they're comfortable coming out picking rolls without looking for me to, to initiate every action. So I want them to be comfortable making reads as well, because that helps everybody else out. It helps me out as well. You know what I mean? So that makes it seem like I'm just the only threat making every play, and that just makes us harder to guard. So that's one kind of the thing that I kind of focus on during training camp.
Malcolm Brogdon shot 44% a year ago at Boston from 3. He drills this one. And how about the Blazer defense here early, getting multiple deflections and really being accountable on the defensive end. There's an air ball. Watch him break out now as Brogdon has scored the last 8 points. It's Mays trailing for another 3 that won't go. He had a form very reminiscent of Anfernee Simons.
Yes. Yeah. You like that shot from Skylar, Ant?
Yeah, good rhythm shot, coming in like practice. You know what I mean? That's a good shot for him. Just made one. It's a good rhythm shot.
Hey, Ant, before you go, do you like the floor? You like the in-season tournament?
Yeah, it's a little different. I ain't gonna lie. It's like one of those basketball courts that you make, on 2K.
2K.
Yeah,
2K.
exactly. Yeah.
Hey, Ant, thanks for joining us, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, Anfernee Simons, there he is.